Before I could walk, my parents said I always had an airplane in hand. Every time we drove by an airport, I was glued to the window. When I was 15 years old, I started taking flying lessons. I got my license at 17, and the rest was pretty much history after that. The Formula One class is considered kind of the bad boys of air racing. It's definitely the cheapest way to enter air racing, and we have a very get-it-done attitude. Many of us are engineers or just craftsmen who fabricate their own parts, do their own aerodynamic design, and produce remarkably fast airplanes given the limitations of Formula One rules. Formula One is very unique in our starts. Most of the other classes take off and they have a pace plane and they line up in a line. Formula One does not have that start. We do a cold racehorse start where we're all sitting on the runway, stopped, with the engines running at full power. When a flagman drops the flag, we release the brakes and we all take off together. If any of them have a slow start or they blow an engine, you have to keep an eye out for them because they'll go right into the back one. You're always conjuring up different situations about where the other airplanes are, where you're going to bail out to, how are you going to get around the guy. You're always going through these different situations through your mind. Once you climb in the airplane, all that disappears and it's all down to business. And then the start happens and you're not thinking about anything. You're just trying to take in all the visual cues about the ground, your pylons, your line, and then all the other guys around you. There's a saying that airplanes don't need air to fly, they need money to fly. And air racing is the epitome of that. The parts don't last long, they're one-of-a-kind parts that have to be machined, and they're even more expensive than typical airplane parts. So all the teams coming out here and from all the classes are really struggling. I'm fortunate to have a great crew that volunteers a lot of their time and money to come out here, and I try to support them as much as I can with lodging and tickets and things like that. But a lot of their expenses are unreimbursed and out of their own pocket. There are moments out on the course when you're not around a lot of traffic, you're on a straightaway, the engine's running perfectly, and you allow yourself a quick smile, and then it's back to business. The fun really doesn't hit you until after you've landed and you've coasted the airplane to the stop, and then you think about what you just did, and then you think, well, it doesn't get any better than this.
For information on how to become a sponsor of the Route 66 Air Race Team, please contact Dan Peters at 720-308-1596, Dan at route66raceteam.org, or visit our website, route66raceteam.org.